Alright, so now let me show you the difference between variable declaration and definition. Let me just do a variable definition. Let's say int my exam score. And after that, I assign some value to this variable, let's say 540. So here you should note that this variable is defined in the local space. So this space is called as local because that is local to the main function. So you can also define a variable in the global space. For example, so this is a global space which is common to all the functions of the program. So this is a global space and this is a local space. So we'll discuss more about global and local. So in the next lecture, maybe when we discuss about scope of a variable. So I can also put this variable definition over here. So this also compiles fine, no problem. And here, this is also called as variable definition in the global space. If I use one keyword called extern, so extern is a standard keyword, is a reserved keyword of C standard. So now, if I try to compile this program, you can see that there is an error. The error is undefined reference made to this variable. So this is called as variable declaration. So here, why it is called as variable declaration? Because when compiler sees this, so it will not allocate any storage for this variable. So here you are telling the compiler by this keyword that this variable is defined somewhere in other file of the project that is outside of this main.c file. So that is the meaning of using extern keyword. So that's why compiler will not allocate any storage for this. So it will assume that it is defined somewhere else in the program. So, but when it tries to generate instructions to put this value into the memory location in the computer memory, so it will have problem because you have not defined that variable. And so that's why finally the compiler says that undefined reference to this variable. So basically compiler is saying that it couldn't able to find the reference to that variable. You said that it is extern, but compiler couldn't able to find that. So that's the difference between variable definition and declaration. So this is a declaration. This is not a definition. And this is a pure definition. And I hope the concepts are clear. And in the next lecture, let's discuss about scope of variables.